What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today is actually kind of a big day. The Wuthering Waves developers released a message regarding the upcoming closed beta test 2, and it's everything they have done over the past 10 months to make the game better. They're being super transparent with the player base about the development process of this game, which is like such a good sign. That makes me so happy to see. But let's go through this document and go through everything they've done to make Wuthering Waves even better. Some of this stuff I'm just going to summarize for you because we don't need to read every single word, but if you want to, I'll leave a link to the document in the description. But let's get started. Greetings, Rovers. It has been a while since the previous Wuthering Waves beta test. First and foremost, we'd like to express our gratitude to each and every one of you who have been following and supporting the development of Wuthering Waves. During this interlude, our team has made extensive changes, adjustments, and optimizations to the game content based on feedback and suggestions we received from you. First of all, that is massive. It is amazing to see Kuro taking player feedback as like a big part of their development process, and Genshin could never. Then that makes me really excited for what is to come for this game. That is like the biggest green flag I think you could ever have as a game dev. But before you embark on the next round of testing, we would like to share with you a summary of our development process over the past 10 months and a few sneak peeks of some content that will be featured in the second closed beta. Alright, so story revision. I'll just summarize this part. They made a bunch of changes to the story with character designs, voiceovers, animations, and overall like story flow. And they also added a skip dialogue option, which I know a lot of people are going to be happy about. So like this won't be a yapping simulator. If you just don't want to listen to the dialogue, you're not really interested in what's going on. They added a skip button, so you can just skip the dialogue. But next is improvements to combat. They just made some minor improvements to the already amazing combat system in this game. There's not a whole bunch they changed, but they improved some aspects such as character skill effects, general combat mechanics, screen shaking, camera lock-on, etc. Echo skills were further improved, giving them smoother performance, and echo boasting special utilities will serve as countermeasures during necessary combat situations. 3 new resonators have been added, those being Jianshin, Ling Yang, and Kalkuro. I think that's how you say their names, but I probably butchered them. But they've been introduced to the game, so we have 3 new characters. There's also 3 new bosses, being the Impermanence Heron, the Mech Abomination, and the Tempest Mephis, plus a new phase for Scar. So not massive changes to the combat system, but definitely some notable stuff that I'm interested to see how it's going to play. They also added high difficulty elites to the map and tactical hologram calamity game modes placed around various areas of the map. I'm not sure what tactical hologram calamity is going to be. Maybe it's like a wave-based thing, but that sounds pretty cool. They also made some graphical quality improvements. I know a big complaint with the first closed beta test was the game just wasn't very vibrant. The colors were very muted. The game looked very like dead. So I did hear that they were making some improvements to make the game look more lively and bright. And that looks to be true here. I mean, this picture they're showing looks amazing. Like this looks beautiful with scenery and just the overall landscape. So definitely cool to see there. Optimizations to echoes and new in-game improvements. Compared to the previous test, we included a dedicated tutorial guide for the echo system, while also lowering the difficulty of discovering and obtaining echoes. After obtaining an echo for the first time, the chances of re-obtaining it in the same tacit field will be increased the more you challenge it. The current echo kit adopts a tag-based system, which makes for versatile combinations and strategies based on the circumstances. Players will now have the opportunity to encounter and collect elusive echoes. Final name may vary in game. These echoes possess special appearances and features, but we won't spoil them just yet. I'm not really sure what any of that completely means, if I'm being honest, but sounds interesting, and I'm sure it's going to be a welcome improvement to the game. And the last part is just a final note from the devs saying there's still going to be some stuff that's a little wonky, as this is a closed beta test, but they're working on ironing out all the issues for the full release. So that's pretty much the whole thing. There's a lot that's coming to Wuthering Waves, and this honestly looks super promising. And I really hope I get into this closed beta test because I really want to try this out. But Wuthering Waves has to be my most anticipated game maybe ever. So I'm super hyped for all of this. But let me know in the comments what you guys are excited for with Wuthering Waves, or if you're even excited for it at all. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.